Hello, welcome to the seminar Expanding Your Fan Base Online. In this particular session, we're going to talk about press releases for musicians and artists. This content's available from infinitefanbase.com. Please go to the site, join the mailing list. There's some exclusive content that I'm not going to release to the mailing list, but I'm not going to release anywhere else. For this particular session, I'm working on some sample press releases that I'm going to send out to everyone that won't be available anywhere else. So you want to go sign up and make sure that you get that. There's also a Facebook group that I encourage you to join, and we're on Twitter. You can find us on twitter.com at infinitefanbase. So press releases are another tool that musicians and band can use for spreading the word to not only their fans, but also to agents, other media outlets, and journalists about any upcoming event or any news that's happening with them. In this particular session, we're going to discuss why you want to use a press release. We'll go over some ways to distribute and also how to distribute press releases. We'll talk about what makes a good press release and go into an overview of writing a press release. And then we'll discuss a relatively new format of press releases that are perfect for distributing to bloggers and social media. It's called the social media format. And then we'll go into some of the traditional ways of submission for press releases. So why do you want to use a press release? Well, it's an easy way to distribute information. There are free versions and there are paid versions. You can give out news and information about your band. That news and information could be new demos, could be a concert announcement, could be a tour schedule, could be anything that you want to distribute. And there are several free sites for press releases. So if you're trying to keep your budget low or you just want to try press releases, there's a few free sites out there that you can use to kind of help spread the word and build the buzz. And you can answer the who, what, where, when, how, and why about the band. Now, for your band, if you're an artist or if you're a musician, there are really three main reasons why I would suggest using a press release. The first is search engine optimization. Search engine indexing respond very well to press releases, not only to keywords, but as the press release is distributed to other outlets, you get backlinks. And backlinks are another very high factor in determining your ranking in the search engine. A press release is new content that you can put out. And artists and musicians tend to think of new content as a new demo or a new CD or a new single or a new song. But on the web, new content could be anything. New content could be a blog post. It could be a tour schedule. It could be a concert announcement. It could be a referral for another band. And in this particular case, a press release counts as new content for you to give to your fans and to other people that are following your band. And a press release puts a professional face on the band. When you deal with media and agents and other management, there's a certain language that they tend to speak. And a press release is one component of that language. So if you went to a different country, you would certainly try to speak that other language to get along. And in this particular case, using a press release to talk to media and to talk to management and owners, it puts a professional edge on your band. So there are a few ways to distribute the press release once it's written. There's a paid and a free version. The paid site's called PRWeb, and the pro of using that particular service is that it reaches a lots of people. There's maybe thousands, maybe tens of thousands of outlets that receive that a press release from PRWeb, and it could be anything from different geography. It could be different industries. There's all sorts of categories, and there's all sorts of ways for you to divvy up which outlets receive your press release. Now, the downside of PRWeb obviously is that it costs money, but there are some free versions. The free versions clearly are free. The downside of that is that it takes up a lot of time for you to write the press release and then go distribute it through all of these different sites. And that's time that you could be using to do other things. And in general, you get to reach diminishing returns if you try to use all the sites. So I would suggest if you are going to go the free route, don't try to nail down your press release on all of them. Pick one or two, maybe three, and distribute it on there and see what kind of buzz you build from that. And there's a new distribution method. It's called social media press release. A lot of traditional agencies aren't using this yet, although I'm starting to see an uptick in them, and we'll discuss that a little later. A social media press release is perfect when you start distributing things on the web through forum posts or to bloggers that are covering your industry.